Imagine a world where every nation's military rules supreme. From towering armies to secret special forces, power shifted globally. Cities became fortified zones, blending civilian life with military presence. In this new order, discipline replaced chaos instantly. National borders blur as military alliances enforced strict order. Air forces patrolled skies with relentless precision. Navy fleets dominated oceans, controlling trade and travel. Drone swarms monitored cities and borders constantly. Cyber divisions safeguarded critical infrastructures worldwide. Territories once disputed were unified under military law. India maintained sovereignty proudly. POK included. Food, water, and energy distribution became centralized. Education and healthcare improved under coordinated military governance. Corruption declined sharply as enforcement became absolute. Global economies were regulated, preventing collapse. But freedom became measured, restricted by uniform rules. International disputes resolved swiftly by military councils. Technology advanced faster, prioritized for security and efficiency. Space exploration became a joint military endeavor. Nuclear arsenals were strictly monitored, reducing global risk. Cities transformed into disciplined hubs with public services optimized. Conflicts between civilians were mediated by military tribunals. Terrorism declined. Insurgency vanished under strong oversight. Global trade thrived under controlled security corridors. Environmental conservation became enforceable worldwide. Artificial intelligence integrated into command structures. Global communications standardized for security and clarity. Scientific research prioritized collective well-being over profit. Culture and heritage preserved but monitored carefully. Media became state-regulated to prevent misinformation. Border disputes vanished. Diplomacy replaced by command decisions. Global travel required registration and security clearance. Armed forces ensured natural disaster responses were rapid. Cities of the future emerged with strict zoning and planning. Robust logistics networks prevented famine and scarcity. Public order maintained. Riots became virtually non-existent. Training programs prepared civilians for emergency self-defense. Military parades became both spectacle and morale booster. Advanced surveillance prevented crime before it happened. Technological espionage existed between allied military blocs. Artificial boundaries adjusted for efficiency, not politics. Citizen identity, strictly verified, reducing fraud. Global transportation optimized for defense and trade. Education emphasized strategy, science, and civic duty. Healthcare standardized and rapidly deployed. Economies stabilized under militarized regulation. Fear of punishment enforced compliance but reduced chaos. Artificial intelligence monitored weather, crops, and natural resources. Peace became enforceable. War between civilians virtually gone. Global research achieved breakthroughs in medicine and energy. Conflict zones became managed peace zones. Space militarization ensured orbital safety and coordination. Artificial intelligence predicted economic and social crises. Weapons stockpiles strictly controlled and monitored. Global sports and cultural events continued under supervision. Cities became model examples of disciplined planning. Populations were educated about security and civic responsibility. Global media highlighted coordinated achievements, unity, and order. Minor infractions corrected immediately to maintain global order. Technology prevented resource shortages and infrastructural failure. Borderless operations improved global trade efficiency. Global military academies trained citizens experienced safety, but personal freedoms were measured. Peace became a product of oversight, not agreement. Global disease outbreaks contained rapidly. Roads stretched farther than the ancient Silk Roads. Scientific collaboration flourished across borders under security protocols. Conflict nearly vanished, but tension lingered subtly. Global surveillance and AI maintained constant readiness. International coordination prevented economic collapse or famine. India thrived under global order, borders intact, POK secure. And as the sun rose over a disciplined world, uncertainty remained.